The great buffalo slaughter began in Kansas. When the railroad finally spanned North America, teams of hunters arrived to help feed the crews. By the early 1870s, hunters had made their way to Texas. The problem was, most of the herds in the Lone Star State lived in the Panhandle, and that region was off limits for hunting buffalo, except for reservation Indians. That would be a problem indeed. The railroad had split the massive American herd. The largest portion of it lay to the south, in Texas. Treaties in 1865 and 1867 prohibited anyone other than natives from hunting most of that country. Hunters took their chances anyway. Colonel Randall Mackenzie's campaigns against the Comanches in 1872 had emboldened hunters to try their luck in the Panhandle. By 1874, some of these hunters actually asked for government permission to hunt the Texas Panhandle and other stretches of West Texas. The response? They were told, as buffalo hunters, they should go where the buffalo were. At first, hunters killed a few animals here and there for personal use. They ate the meat, pickled the tongues, and tanned the hides. They sold what they could not use themselves, but not nearly on the scale of that industrial slaughter that was going on in Kansas. Word spread quickly that the government was turning a blind eye to Indian claims. Pretty soon, different commercial operations sprang up to serve an ever-growing number of buffalo hunters. The town of Fort Griffin, Texas, in Shackelford County, became an important buffalo hunter supply center, as did the new town of San Angelo that sprang up in the shadow of Fort Concho. Hunting teams headed there to buy guns, powder, and gear. Some of the hunters set up shop in the village of Buffalo Gap. There seemed to be no shortage of animals. One observer in the region wrote that he watched a herd of buffalo walk by for 3 solid days without a break. The number of hunting and skinning teams continued to swell in Texas. Hunters came in from Kansas as well. Attacked from the north, east, and south, the Texas herd was largely surrounded. By 1874, the killing began in earnest. The natives refused to simply stand by and take this outrage. After all, these buffalo were theirs to kill. Comanche leader Quanah Parker, son of white captive Cynthia Ann Parker and Comanche Pettinacona, met with leaders of the Southern Cheyennes, the Arapahoes, the Kiowa Apaches, and the Caddos. The buffalo hunters, Parker declared, must be stopped. Clearly, the U.S. government would not help, despite all the treaties. Those who could left the reservation, determined to sweep the panhandle of the offending shooters and their skinning teams. On July 27, 1874, this collection of Indians attacked a handful of hunters at the old trading post known as Adobe Walls, just north of the Canadian River. The attack failed in the face of the deadly accurate long-range fire from precision buffalo rifles, and Parker and his warriors retreated. Further east, Kiowa chief Lone Wolf raided into North Texas. On July 16, his men roughed up some Texas Rangers at the Battle of Lost Valley in Young County before heading northwest to join Quanah Parker's force. The hunters, scared by this native show of strength, ran away from the plains of Texas. Settlers and cowmen in the region demanded the protection of U.S. forces.